Hey, this is really, really funny. Let me give you the quick background. Remember when Donald Trump implied that there had been something terrible that happened in Sweden that justified the Muslim immigration ban? He said, "Did you see what happened in Sweden last night?" Turns out he got that from Fox News. Bill O'Reilly on Fox News then invited on a so-called Swedish national security expert named Nils Bildt to talk about how bad immigrant crime is in Sweden. People started looking into Bildt, and as I reported to you a couple of weeks ago, nobody in Sweden who's actually a national security expert had heard of him. And it turns out he hadn't even lived in Sweden for more than 2 decades. And then it was revealed that Nils Bildt actually is one of these criminal immigrants who came to the United States and was charged and convicted of, I think, 2 or 3 different crimes, as we told you last week. So this is where it starts getting interesting. He started slamming me and the David Pakman Show on Twitter for the report that we did about him. And unfortunately, I don't have all the tweets because he deleted some of them before I was able to screenshot them. But let's go through some of what happened on Twitter after we tweeted out that we did a report about Nils Bildt, okay? So it started with our tweet saying, Nils Bildt railed against criminal immigrants during his Fox News appearance, yet he is a criminal immigrant himself. So he tweeted back to us first, yes, why is that a critical problem? And then also tweeted, said the man whose only argument is a per definition fallacy. And he links to the Wikipedia page for the appeal to hypocrisy fallacy, also known as the tu quoque fallacy. And what I responded to him was, you're completely right. That would be fallacious if that was, of course, the subject of our piece, but we were merely exposing the hilarity of the situation, not making an argument. So let's pause here for a second. We were not actually pointing out that the reason the entire situation is bogus is because he's guilty of the same thing which he is calling a problem. In other words, immigrants going to other countries and committing crimes. We were mentioning that as part of the overall hilarity of the way in which this guy has appeared out of seemingly nowhere as a national security expert and commented about this stuff. He's completely right that if our critique was merely an appeal to hypocrisy, it would be logically fallacious. But that's not what we were doing. And it's hilarious that he created a Twitter account very recently, has 50 followers, and chooses to go after me.
I mean, if we were discrediting the content based on the very fact that he was a criminal immigrant himself, he would be right to make that argument, but that's not what we were doing.
No, in fact, a lot of the story was about the fact that he is not an expert in the field which Fox News claimed he is an expert in. And then I think I sent, there were a couple tweets that I don't have because he deleted them, but he said something like, "You've exposed yourself by doing this story about me," to which I replied to Nils Bildt, "There's no shortage of people who have been exposed by this incident. I believe we are quite low on that list." It's sort of sad that this is what this guy is known for, right? Because if you actually look at his background, basically he exists on the internet as the guy known for showing up on Fox News to appear to defend bogus comments from Trump with a title below him that does not even reflect his actual expertise. It's sort of sad that that's how he's known.
I mean, that's why his Twitter profile picture is him on Fox News, and he only joined Twitter a month ago, seemingly after he made that appearance.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So there it is. I was attacked by Nils Bildt for our completely factual report about him. Gamefly is sort of like Netflix for video games. They have over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price. There's never any due dates or late fees, and our audience can get a free 30-day trial at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS. The games are shipped directly to you with return envelopes included. There's no contracts, and you can rent games through the mobile app. Get the free 30-day trial for the David Pakman Show audience and support our show by going to gameflyoffer.com/TDPS.